Okay, hello and welcome to what should be the final episode of this playthrough of Crash Bandicoot. Last time we finished off the second island in its entirety, and we've already done a pretty good amount of the third island. So now we just have Cortex Power, Fumbling in the Dark, Jaws of Darkness, and I think it's Castle Machinery left to do. And that wasn't the best start, but it'll be okay. I just want to quickly check over here and make sure there's no boxes. Okay, there isn't. So let's just go this way. So yeah, basically, today should be the final episode. We just need to get the final 4 gems, go and rescue Tawna, and then we can go and fight Dr. Cortex. So, we should be finishing the game off today. Unless something goes disastrously wrong. But, I think we should be finishing the game today. Hopefully, at least, because, anything could happen. But I feel pretty comfortable saying I'll finish the game. Okay, I just got shot through that wall. That was a bit unfair. If this was Crash 2, I'd probably be able to, like, jump through this wall and there'd be something hidden. Crash 2 is really good at hiding stuff. Okay, so that's a second mask, which I don't want a third currently. However, actually, maybe I should do it this way. No, I shouldn't. Okay, let's just hit that checkpoint, because again, I still don't know if I need to hit the checkpoint boxes in each stage, but honestly, I'd rather hit them and potentially inconvenience myself than, you know, not and, you know, miss out on one box. Okay, we just send that guy flying off into the void, and this is where the path branched out from, so I don't think there's any boxes there. I'm just going to check behind these just to make sure. Okay, now we get to go and do the gem path, which I do not want to pick up that mask box for. Mostly because there's a bit coming up in about 13 seconds. Okay, I'll be honest, I say about 13 seconds. That's completely just arbitrary number I picked. But yeah, I definitely don't want the invincibility for this, because as you can see, there's some flashing TNT crates on here. And, that would be pretty bad, because if I come up... Oh no. Because if I go on that with the invincibility, basically the TNT just explodes, just immediately destroys the entire bridge, and I just fall to my death immediately. Okay, let's just dodge out the spike drone, dodge it again, fantastic. Out we go, and, well, that is the end of the gem path. So that's the end of the gem path, and now I just need to hop over here. That should be okay, as long as I don't get hit here. I think I'm okay, because I know there's no more boxes, crates, whatever you want to call them, on that other side. So we should be pretty much in the clear from here. Okay, so because we hit the box where that other mouse was on the kind of detour, yeah, now we got a recreation of a bit from the first level, and honestly, I don't feel massively confident about doing this, so we'll just see how it goes. Okay, so let's give this a shot. This looks doable. And we just bounce. Fantastic. And now we just destroy these, and we should have finished Cortex Power. Because I don't think I missed any. I'm pretty sure I hit them all. There we go. Fantastic. That is Cortex Power clear. So now we only have 3 gems left to get, which is very welcome to me. So that is gem number 23. Update my save. Let's go. 10 out of 10. Also, it says we have 3 levels left to do. Wait. Does it not count the Great Hall as being done unless you save Tawna? Maybe that's why it says there's 3 levels left. Okay, so up next, we have to do Jaws of Darkness. Okay, into Jaws of Darkness, our third from final stage. So, basically, yeah, I'm not feeling the most confident about doing this stage, mostly because of how badly I did at it last time, but we'll see how it goes. And also, I'm gonna have to take a slightly different approach to this level, because just like with Sunset Vista, this one has both a key and a gem attached to it. So pretty much what I'm gonna try to get both in the same run, obviously. But if I end up in a situation where I get the key but not the gem, I'll just redo the entire level, obviously, because you know I have to beat the entire level without dying. But if I get the gem and not the key, I'll just like reload like when I'm back at. I'll make a cut to when I'm back at the Cortex bonus stage, because that's what I need to do to get the key. And well, to get the key, well, I need the key in order to access Fumbling in the Dark, which is the next bonus, not the bonus stage, but like the second secret level, basically. Okay, so that is our first Cortex token, and again, I think I've said this in every single level now, but yeah, I still don't know if I need to hit the checkpoints. I'm sure the comments have probably yelled at me about that by now, but I'm just going to hit them all anyway, just to be certain. And yeah, it's mostly just as a convenience thing, I think, because obviously, if I need to do the level again, that's fine, but if I just need to do the one bonus stage, like, that's not exactly fun. Okay, now, I want to hop up on here real quick, because there's a hidden box there, and yeah, it can be a giant pain to have to, you know, like, the great, but you missed one box is not something I want to see, you know? Okay, so I intentionally missed that mask there so I could pick up this one, mostly just because, if I've timed this correctly, by the time I get to the end of this path, I should be there just in time to blow up the TNT, and for the explosion to dissipate, for me to not run out. However, if I'd used the other mask, I don't think I would have been able to not take damage. So this way I just get a little bit more leeway, basically. Now, well, that isn't ideal, but you know what? We can still work with it. So, now we're in, I think this is the final stretch of the level. However, I need to be a bit careful, mostly because I remember there's one snake here, it pops up after this next jump, and basically, if I... Okay, so basically, if that happens, if you lose an Aku Aku or you hit it backwards, basically, you will just send it flying back into those boxes, it'll hit a TNT and explode, and as a result, you can't get the third Cortex token. Well, technically it's the second one, the third one's over here. But still, so I guess I'm just going to be aiming to get through this stage without dying now. And that's actually should maybe be doable, I think, because we are right at the end here. We just go up here, if I recall correctly. Like, we clear this jump, and then it's like one elevator, and then we're good. Like, it's just one kind of elevator and one tunnel. So, as long as I'm careful here, I think I'm okay. Now, 1, 2, 3, and jump. That should get us the gem for this stage, because I don't think I missed any boxes. Perfect. Fantastic. So that is gem number 24. So that is pretty great for me. However, I am going to have to come back into this level. So what I'm going to do for it for my own convenience is I'm just going to replay the level. I'll replay the level and I'll just make a cut when I get back to the Cortex stage. Because, well, it could take me a little while to, you know, get all that done. So let's go back into the Jaws of Darkness, and I'll make a cut when I get, well, to the bonus stage. So I will be right back. Okay, so here I am back in the bonus stage. I say back in the bonus stage, mostly because, you know, I did get here the first time I did the level. I also died a couple of times on my way here, so, that, you know, wasn't exactly ideal, but we will make do, and I'll be back to my 99 lives in no time. So, hopefully I can get through this without too much difficulty. There we go, we made it. Fantastic. With that, we now have our second key, and now I just need to finish off the level. And we're up to 97% completion. Fantastic. That key added a whole bunch. Okay, so, what I need to do now is... Actually, I'll just finish the level from here, yeah, again, I suppose. So, I guess we're seeing the final, like, 40 seconds of Jaws of Darkness again, but honestly, that's okay. That's okay, because after that, we can go and do the next, well, the final 2 levels. So, hopefully we can get through that without, you know, too much issue. And we're just right at the end here, and I do have a checkpoint, so you know what, let's just see how it goes. Hopefully I won't need to use any of my, you know, hopefully I won't need to use any of my, hoarded lives, but, you know, we'll see how it goes. Never mind, fantastic, we made it through. I mean, I missed a whole bunch of boxes that time, but it doesn't make any difference because I died anyway. So, with that, we can now move on to Castle Machinery. Do I want... Yeah, I'll do Castle Machinery next. Okay, into Castle Machinery we go. This should be our second to last level. Also, apologies if the commentary is, like, a bit disjointed from there, because, I'll be totally honest, I finished recording Jaws of Darkness and took a break, so this is, like, 7 hours later. Also, if we take the green gem up here, we can just get a whole bunch of bonus lives, and that'll just drop us off at the end of the stage. But obviously, we need to do this level properly, so let's get on with it. To be totally honest though, I feel pretty confident about this level. And honestly, a large part of that is mostly just because I only died the once last time. Actually, I think I died twice. But the main one was very avoidable, so I nearly just ran right off the edge. 10 out of 10, that wouldn't have even been hubris, that would have just been stupidity on my part. Well, more just a... you know, quick little mistake. Either way, let's just get through this without too much hassle. I was maybe a bit too close to that pipe for comfort there, but hey, that's fine. So basically, all I need to do is get through here, and there's just one bit I'm a little bit worried about. So, hopefully we can get through that without too much hassle. And for the most part, I think I can get through here in pretty much unbroken platforming. Okay. So, now we just hop up here, now we just make a left, now we come back out. Also, I will just note, after this, I only have fumbling in the dark left to do, and I don't know how confident I am about that level. I do well, that wasn't great, but it could have been worse, all things considered. Okay, let's just wait this one out. And that's safe, and now we just get to run down this little, well, it's not a flight of stairs, I guess it's kind of a makeshift flight of stairs. Now we just bounce, and away we go. And let's just grab some Wumpa fruit, I suppose. And up. Fantastic. Oh, wait, I need to, jump a little higher. And you know what, I might as well just grab a few more, just, get back to my 99, and away we go. So... one, be careful there, one, jump over that, because, I remember that, got me a few times when I first played the game. And, yeah, it's something I really need to, always remember about. So let's just break through here, fantastic, and now we are up to the challenging section. So, basically, to be honest, I was a bit concerned about that jump for a second. Now I just need to, dodge this little spike drone. Jump down. Now, this bit is where I lost my perfect run last time, so hopefully I can manage it. And let's just see how this goes. Okay. 2, 3, done. Fantastic. Now I just need to make it to the end of the stage, and we are golden for this level. So let's hop across here, and we are pretty much in the clear right now. And I'm going to have to wait one more cycle, because I just missed that one coming down. Well, it going back up, I guess. But either way, I just need to wait for it to come back. And now we just kind of get rid of this little camera thing, and we should be good to go. Okay, I guess we kill all 4 of those just because we can. Okay, so, now I just kind of... oh no. No? Okay. Okay, now I just need to be a little bit careful, just a teensy little bit careful. But that should be the end of the level here for me. We just bounce to there, and that is Castle Machinery clear. Perfect. Perfect. So that should be 25 gems, 2 keys, and 98% completion. So, yeah, we are like right at the precipice of the end of the game. So, yeah, that's 98%. And now all we have left to do is fumble around in the dark, basically. So, let's go and do that next. In our second secret stage, which we unlocked by getting the key from Jaws of Darkness. So let's quickly just run back down here. Okay, into our final stage we go. Fumbling in the dark. I remember from playing the Unsane Trilogy that I have to platform backwards at the start here, because there are 7 boxes that I forgot about, or that I didn't know about when I first played this game. And, yeah, I kinda need those, because, you know, it kinda sucks to get to the end and be told, great, but you missed a few. So this level is basically just a harder version of Lights Out, and just like in Lights Out, we have to constantly replenish Aku Aku, so he will provide us with a guiding light throughout the stage. However, if we take too long, or if we get hit, that light will go out, and we will be left to fumble around in the dark. And also, as we go through, we'll see ever-increasing difficulty in the platforming. So we see swinging blades, falling enemies, swinging blades, moving platforms, falling platforms, and enemies now. So, hopefully we can get through this without too much difficulty. I think we also get smaller platforms here. There we go, smaller platforms. So, you may see these kind of smaller platforms, though. I remember there's some that look like kind of stone arches. I remember those of the, the blades will swing directly over those. Also, we now have to deal with some spiders as well. Fun fact about the spiders in this level, some of them, like this one, will do a pounce attack, and I'm pretty sure they are the only spiders in the game that do that. So, now we hop here. Now, we just, bounce on the spider. Okay, hit that spider. Okay. This is no longer safe, but we'll keep going, I guess. Actually, I didn't die, so we're okay. Now we just hop on the spider, wait out for blades, kill those. Okay, that relights the thing. Wait that. Jump the spider, jump the spider, jump that, jump that. Okay, this is looking pretty good. I think this is close to the end here. There's the end. Fantastic, we did it. Nice. So that should be Fumbling in the Dark complete. Perfect. So that should now, that should be our final gem. That is now all 26 acquired. And we can finally go and, actually, I would say we can finally go and fight Dr. Cortex. But we have, one last thing left to do. So, let's quickly go and do that first. I think. Actually, I'll do both, and I'll just kind of edit it to be in whichever order I think is more fitting. So, we'll just, see about that in just a minute. So, away we go. Okay, so yeah, I decided I'm just going to go and fight Cortex first. I'll fight Cortex first, and then go back to rescue Tawna. So, Dr. Cortex will attack us in 3 ways. He will shoot green blobs, kind of pinkish-purple ones, and blue ones. The pink ones will just do damage and fly by. The green ones we have to spin to kind of hit him with. And the blue ones will kind of linger on screen for a bit. And they can cause a little bit of an issue. They're kind of trap ones, I guess. However, we are now 2/5 of the way there. To be totally honest, this boss fight is not particularly difficult. I mean, I say that, but you know how I've said that with, like, every other boss fight on this channel, and immediately been hit with some hubris for it, so, we'll see how it goes. Okay, that is 3/5 complete, and we are working on a perfect. To be totally honest, I don't see myself managing to do this fully perfectly, but you know what? Anything could happen. And we are now 1 hit away from victory. Done. That is Dr. Cortex defeated in a little over a minute, so, actually, I think that was about a minute flat. So yeah, that boss fight is hilariously easy. So, yeah. And with that, we now get to celebrate with Tawna on top of the blimp and fly off into the sunset, basically. However, I am gonna kinda like the credits will start to roll as we fly off into the sunset. But I'm going to quickly reload the save state I made before I went into this boss fight, so we can see the other ending. So, yeah, I'll be right back with that. Okay, so, now that we have every single gem in the game, we can finally get to the proper end of the Great Hall. So, we take this first one, and now we just hop along every single gem that we've acquired, and we get to finally rescue Tawna, which I guess was technically our main goal all along, because technically, I don't think Crash ever really had, like, a moral thing. It was just like, I need to stop Dr. Cortex. It's like, I guess he... I don't know, whatever. So, we now rescue Tawna, and also I'd just like to note, there, she has green, and the other cutscene she had blue. Anyway, whatever. So, now we just kind of hop on a bird and fly off into the night, I guess, because the castle isn't on fire, and everything's still there. But now we also get some nice, adorable little character epilogues. So, let's just read those as we go. Papu Papu sold the ruins of Castle Cortex to a resort developer. He then used the proceeds to open a big and tall shop on the island. Don't know how well that would go, but you know what? Good for him. That's some solid business acumen, you know? After intense therapy and 8 years of higher education, Dr. Rue went on to write the well-received book Through the Eye of the Vortex, a study of rapid evolution and its consequences, which makes sense for how he appears in Crash 2, actually. Koala Kong moved to Hollywood and landed a motion picture deal of universal proportions. He's currently working with a speech therapist to improve his diction. Honestly, that's good. Koala Kong showed, unlike he's aiming for some self-improvement, you know? I think that's good for him. Good for him. Good for you, Koala Kong. Pinstripe moved to Chicago, where he now owns and operates a citywide sanitation company. He's saving money for his upcoming gubernatorial, I don't know how that's pronounced, campaign. I don't know what that means. After the disappearance of his mentor, Dr. Nitrous Brio rediscovered his first love, tending bar. I mean, to be fair, with the way he's mixing those chemicals, I can see it. I could believe Brio trying to be a bartender. And finally, Dr. Cortex himself. The world has heard nothing more of Cortex since Crash foiled his plans, but evil geniuses are harder to squash than cockroaches. Dr. Cortex will return. So with that, we've now managed to fully complete the original Crash Bandicoot. And I'll be honest, this game's a lot harder than actually, it isn't harder than I remember. It is as hard as I remember. It is a game that I definitely struggled with a fair bit, especially in some levels. I mean, obviously I cut out a lot of it because some of it genuinely took ages. Like, fumbling in the dark, you saw the full, that level, the full unedited bit was, 40 minutes of me struggling on, one bit, and I ended up, it went badly. Let's just say it went badly. But honestly, I do think this game is really good. It still holds up super well, and the Insane Trilogy version is also really solid. So, with that, yeah, big fan, and I quite enjoyed Crash 1. And honestly, this should be going up on Thursday, right? I think this should be a Thursday episode, which means I do need to find something to fill in the Friday. And honestly, I kind of wanted to do an episode on Crash Bash just as a quick look, but honestly, I'm kind of just feeling a bit more Crash. So you know what? Tomorrow, we're going to be starting up Crash 2, Cortex Strikes Back. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty okay with that. Is there a post-credits scene? Actually, that might be like a look at... No? Okay. So yeah, with that, that is Crash Bandicoot 1 complete. So as always, feel free to leave a comment or click any of the buttons down below, and I will hopefully see you all tomorrow, where we start off Crash Bandicoot 2, Cortex Strikes Back. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.